Hello everybody, welcome back to Uncle Charles' trading channel, where we do technical analysis on the S&P 500 and all those other stuff that I put in the title. If that sounds good to you, definitely hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and that notification button. I know that's a lot to ask for, but I hope after this video, I'll be worth the effort. All right, now first, we're gonna, like always, we're gonna talk about the option flow briefly. I'm not an option flow guy, but you know, it's there and I do have access to it, so might as well share it. Very bearish, okay, filtered for 200k 500k premiums or above, 98% in the puts, okay. And we see at the end of the day here, something that sticks out is this 9.8 million premium, 9.4 million premium sweep orders for that 384 strike price. Once again, that July 15th date, a lot of out the money puts been coming in for that date. And they entered around the 405.3, 405.2-ish level. So around that zone could serve as a resistant level. We'll see. But very, very bearish. Okay, guys? And here is my Discord, where I write all my commentary and trade ideas for the S&P 500 or whatever else my members, ask of me. Okay? So every morning I write my plan, a bull case scenario and a bear case scenario. And well, the bull case didn't really come into play. It was pretty much the bear case all day, although the morning was pretty choppy. But I wrote here I'd be interested in puts, or I'm recommending puts. If the 409.5 to 410 zone fails, I had a support zone there targeting 48.5, then 407. That 407 was the support line of the flag pattern. Okay, I posted a picture here, the flag pattern on the daily chart. We're going to talk more about that. And well, as you can see, it worked out pretty well. All right, it was pretty difficult in the morning. I was able to enter puts on my first trade on this breakdown of 410 right here, and level to level, meaning whatever level I use as reference to enter, I want to take profits on the next level. I had it down here around 408.5. Worked out pretty well. Took profits there. Had a nice wash below it, but spent the day just pretty much chopping. Well, the morning all the way till 1 p.m. just chopping between that 48.5 to 410 zone and 409.5 zone. Okay, the levels aren't perfect, but think of the levels as zones. It pretty much chopped around there. Had a false breakout here where we cleared 410. I had a price target of 412 up above, but as you can see here, false breakout, very bearish. Dropped all the way back down to 48.5, and here it went back up. We're thinking at this point, because we're trading in real time, that the chop's continuing. But right here, this special candle right here, the 215 candle, took out that 408.5 level. Very big level. As you can see, all day that level was hanging tough until we got to the end of the day around 215, and it just went downhill from there. So at this first trade, I took profits on right to the next level. I left a small runner just in case it dropped more, but got stopped out around noonish time. And this one, I rolled it down to 407, caught $1.50, took 90% off the table. But I left a small runner and left it running to the end of the day. Pretty much was able to catch it all the way down to 403-ish, which was very nice, very, very nice. Okay, so great trading day. It was all in the plan on the Discord, written on the Discord. But let's get to the daily chart, okay? Because you can see here, those blue lines that I got here. SPY finally broke down of the triangle, of the flag pattern. The day before CPI is supposed to be released. We was thinking that CPI could serve as a catalyst for us to get a breakout or a breakdown. And it looks like market makers knew a lot of us was thinking that. They decided, let's do it a little early. Okay, so definitely gotta watch for tomorrow. We gotta definitely gotta watch out for any recaptures. So this white line right here is around 404. That will be the first resistance for tomorrow. Assuming it opens around this level tomorrow, below 404, that means that's first resistance. And above that will be 407, which would be the breakdown of the flag pattern. Okay, so keep the back test and gold strategy in mind. Okay, after a breakdown, You know, it doesn't always happen, but it's possible that price will go back up, retest that breakdown level as a resistance before heading down lower. Okay, that's always a possibility and something to watch out for. You know, I don't recommend looking for calls or long position unless resistance get recaptured. You can play the false breakdown. That is a possibility. Okay, because market makers, they've been setting up this range all week and last week. Okay, no coincidence. And they finally decided to break it down. What is the reason behind it? And it's interesting how it happened the day before CPI comes out. Very interesting. Could this be a fake down before the real move tomorrow? We'll see. But for us to trade that, you want to use the levels. 404 level, if that can be recaptured, that would put 407 back in play. All right? And if 407 is recaptured, that will be a very incredible false breakdown. Not saying it's going to happen, but if it does, we want to be open to that possibility and have a plan of action. I would look for calls if 407 is recaptured because breakdowns are very bearish. Okay? So if we do get a back test and it starts back testing 404 and 407, don't start getting bullish and laughing at the bears just yet. Okay? Price action doesn't always just go straight down. Sometimes it goes up a little, then down, up a little, then down. Okay? Now, that 404 level is very critical. As long as below, I do favor we go back and test this multi-year trend line, this orange multi-year trend line that I got. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know I mention this trend line every single day. And for tomorrow, that support line will be around 397.9. All right, there's also a gap. You can see it on the smaller time frame better, but there's also a gap around 397. So 397 to 398, I'll give that the zone, a very critical zone based on this multi-year trend line. Okay, if that multi-year trend line fails, I am going to favor, I would favor new lows. Unless we can be a false breakdown recapture, then I'll change my sentiment and try to follow the price action as best I can in real time. But assuming that it does, if it breaks down and it does stay below, I don't think the bottom is in yet, just yet, and we could possibly drop back down as low as 380 to 381 zone. All right. Okay, so only bullish if we clear 404 and recapture 407. All right, so we can play the false breakdown. As long as we're below 404, guys, I am bearish on SPY, and I favor a retest of the multi-year trend line. I do have some support around 400, but but below 400, that's the retest of the multi-year trend line, around 397 to 398 zone. Okay, now another thing I want to talk about, because I love to use my Fibonacci levels. Okay, I have my fib levels from the January high to the May low, and as you can see, we've been on a downtrend. Okay, today the SPY has lost that 23.6 retracement level. Okay, I made a video talking about how important this level is not too long ago. All right, but this 23.6 retracement level, if for us to have a bottom, usually this recapturing this level would be the first sign that a bottom is in. So losing this level is not a good sign. And I'm saying this based on past downtrend moves, okay? Which we can go over real quick, all right? I have it set up here, all right? So here's this downtrend move, all right? This one was from September 2nd, 2020 high down to the end of September 2020 low, okay? That's where the fib levels start. You can see back here on late October around Halloween time. You see it, make it bigger. Right here on October 28th, we lost that level, recaptured it the next day, lost it again the next day, and then on November 2nd, recaptured it, and it went on from here. So the 23.6 retracement level is very critical. Right now, we broke below that level. So recapturing it, as you can see, would be bullish. Doesn't recommend we'll go back up right away, as you can see. Could always break back down because market makers, they love making it as hard as they can for us. All right? But when we recaptured on November 2nd, definitely led to more upside. You can see back here in late September when we lost that 23.6 retracement level, and we recaptured it back on September 28th of 2020, triggered more upside. You can see here too, right? We can go to one of the most recently famous crashes that we had. The March 2020 crash, the COVID crash, right? I got it from the February 2020 high down to the March 2020 low. And you can see here, on March 25th, we recaptured the 23.6 retracement level. I'll scroll in closer. All right, keep the back test and go strategy in mind, okay? So here on April 1st, when we back tested that 23.6 retracement level as support, it failed. Again, it failed. Next day, recaptured it, and it ended up heading up higher, okay? Do you guys starting to see why this 23.6 retracement level is very important? And one close below it is still not enough, okay? Market makers can flip the switch on us and allow the price to recapture that level. Here's the 2007 to 2009 crash, okay? This is a very famous crash right here. But as you can see, the low was around March of 2009, and here, May 4th of 2009, we recaptured it, tested this level as a support. You can see here, tested level as support, and it lingered around, held. And on right here, here's what gets into around July of 2009, we lost that 23.6 retracement level. But what happened? On July 13, 2009, recaptured it before it started heading up higher. Okay, guys? So you guys can see, yes, we lost that 23.6 retracement level again. But according to history, and this is not the first time we've lost this 23.6 retracement level. One close below it is not enough. Okay? So like I said, back to price action. 23.6 retracement level is at 404. Is at 43.92 to be exact, but we'll say 404. Bullish if it recaptures, especially if it recaptures that 407 level. All right? As long as below, I am bearish on it. And I favor a retest as support of the multi-year trend line. For all we know, SPY could be just looking to backtest this multi-year trend line, okay, as a support, and it might even hold, but that still remains to be seen. All right, guys, moving on to the VIX. I had a viewer yesterday mention about the VIX, about this pattern on the VIX. I don't know if I got it right. I think they mentioned a falling wedge, but as you can see here, well, VIX got the breakout, okay, based on the pattern they mentioned to me. And also, it recaptured the 61.8 retracement level that I got, okay? I have the VIX fib level from April 4th low all the way up to May 2nd high. And you see we recaptured at 25.44 level. That's the 61.8 retracement level. So VIX must show follow through for tomorrow. That level must hold to keep more upside in play, with the next target being 27.57, then 29.71 above that. All right, guys, moving on to triple Q. Big breakdown on triple Q as well here. Lost that 23.6 retracement level at 301.6. Okay, only bullish if triple Q can recapture 301.61, put in 305 back in play, then 306.5, then 309 to 310 zone. Okay, above 306.6 is the only time I'll be bullish on triple Q. As long as below, I'm fearing more downside, possibly down to 295.8, 293.5, and maybe all the way down to 287. All right, here is the Dow Jones. Big breakdown as well. Lost a very critical level at 325.5. Only bullish if that level is recaptured, put in 327.2 in play, and then back up to 330.4-ish, okay? But as long as we're below 325.5, I am bearish. Bearish with 321, then 318.5 in play, possibly even down to 313. IWM, look at this nice, the pink downtrend line that I had for IWM, okay? That's a false breakout, all right? It closed back below, okay? So only bullish above 185.5. As long as we're below 185.5, I'm favoring 183, 182.5. possibly down to 180.7ish, then 179. Okay, Apple, look at that. Nice big body red candle. It lost this blue trend line. This blue trend line was very critical. I had a support around there around 144.5. Lost it. Even broke down the 144 support. Lost it. I had support around 142.6. Lost that. Next support for Apple is 144.6 with 139 below that. 137, then 133 below that. Okay? Only bullish if it recaptures 144.5, putting 146.6, then 148.5 back in play. Okay? Tesla. Had a very nice trade with Tesla. I had this in the Discord today. Wrote it right here. Okay? Loss of 745.5 is bearish. Would put 734 in play, then 727. Did it come true? Well, the 745.5 level is right up here. We lost it. All right. In the morning, it cleared 745.5 and went up and tested the 765.5 or 0.7 level that I had. Went a little above it to 766.6. But at the end of the day, it broke below that 745, which made me bearish. And it dropped as low as 717.98. Okay, not bad. I think I had support around 718 as well. So pretty nice price action. Okay, so for tomorrow, I do have some resistance for Tesla around 727. All right, but above that, the critical one is 745.7. Hard for me to be bullish on it unless that level is cleared. Okay, but as right now, I'm bearish. And it looks like it wants to go back down and test the 701 to 699 zone. Below that is 682. Must hold to keep this inverse head and shoulder in play. Because if that level fails, then that pattern is canceled. Alright, guys. So that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. It just means so much to me. You guys are so awesome. Alright. Thank you guys. Peace.